We move away from that now to talk agricultural sector, another key sector that has attracted so much investment and attention from the federal government since Nigerian independence in 1960, but yet not really, achieving what the desired result rather that it is meant to achieve. You look at the sector there. We'll look at it from some of the policies that were actually introduced to boost agricultural sector since 1963. You look at the like of Agricultural Extension and Research Liaison Office that was established in 1963, and of course the International Institute of Agriculture as well, also they established in 1967, and of course the International Livestock for Africa also established there as well. We have some farm settlement scheme, National Accelerated Food Production Program, 1976 Operation Feed the Nation, of a very famous OFN by the former head of state at the time, Olusegun Obasanjo. And of course, if you can go on and on and on, it's quite a whole lot of issues there, programs there in that sector. Quickly, my guest, Dr. Joseph Ogbo-Douglas, is the president of All Farmers Progressive Association. He joins me via phone from here in Abuja. Good morning, Dr. Joseph.
Morning, my brother.
Yes, good to hear from you. I understand you were meant to be in the studio, but for some challenges, we were unable to make it. But it's okay. We can talk to you via phone from here. Let's look at the agricultural sector. So many interventions program has been introduced by various governments, but yet the desired result has not yet really been achieved. What do you think is the problem of this sector?
Yes. Good morning, everybody, and good morning, listeners. I think basically the problem is misdirection of ideas. The purpose of government was not directed or channeled to the right people. I always said it. The players in this field are not dancing to the ideas and tunes of government. So that is where the problem of not achieving the result comes from. Until we are able to address this by engaging in farmers, like us in All Farmers Progressive Association, we are set to distribute over 100 tons of input in the next 2 weeks. This is supposed to be the duty of the government, but government has shied away from it, and then we take it upon ourselves to make sure we do it for ourselves. The input we are sharing is equivalent to 118,000 per hectare. And when farmers go to the field and apply this, definitely there's going to be a massive result. So the challenges we are having is that no government is ready to assist farmers. So what they have done before, why they were discouraged, is because it went to wrong hands. The political farmers will normally address them, hijack the whole system, and there was nothing to write home about. I think that is the basic problem. So if the new administration is coming in now, they have to take cognizance of the past so that they don't allow this thing to repeat itself any longer. We are here. We have the land. We have the equipment. Little what we can have. We have the input. We have the farmers on ground. And if these things are carried to them, why can't they perform?
Hello, Dr. Joseph. Dr. Joseph, if you can hear me, you have mentioned quite a whole lot of issues there. That is a challenge. That one of some of the challenges facing farmers in Nigeria. You are the president of farmers. I usually call you president of Nigerian farmers. Tell us, what do you think the incoming government should do? If you look at it, when the current government, the outgoing government rather, when they came in 2015, Anchor's Borrower program was actually introduced, and that program empowered about 4.8 million farmers. So much money was disbursed to them. Do you think this program has been a success, or that you want this incoming government to continue, or you want them to introduce a new program?
A result of a program, always still want to know whether the program is successful or not. you will get it from the result. Tell me, is there anything to show in Nigeria today that government has empowered farmers up to that level? Before the outgoing government of President Goodluck Jonathan, they did not empower farmers to this extent. They don't. Yet, we were buying a bag of rice for 7,000. We are buying a mudu of beans for 150 naira. We are buying that. The inflation rate was so low. Yes, they did not empower any farmers. But this one that said they have empowered farmers, yes, we are buying a bag of rice for the same thing to beans. Food cannot ever be reached by the common man in this country. So the result does not show or cannot be commensurate with what they say they are doing. So that is basically, they have got the wrong hand. I am advising the new government to come and engage real farmer like us. We have to be in the policy making, policy implementation, policy execution, so that nobody can do it better for you than yourself. If we are there, we are bound to make it, and we will turn the situation around. And the evidence will prove to all Nigerians that yes, farmers are on rampage for development. We must change the direction. If the new government will pay attention to us, we have all what it takes to make sure we bring agriculture to limelight and to make sure we reduce 75% of Nigerian total labor force, and also food security is going to be
Dr. Joseph, like you said, you wanted the new government to pay attention to you. How much of effort are you making to get their attention as well?
Very good. During the campaign, we mobilized farmers all over the country to come and endorse them in a program where we launched 200 brand new tractors by All Farmers Progressive. It was the vice president, the vice president-elect, who represents the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to come and commission those tractors in order to mobilize vote for the APC government. Now that we have tried our best and they have win, it is left for them to realize that farmers have played their role. So actually, Bola Ahmed Tinubu even went further to create a directorate for agriculture. But most of the people that are engaged in that directorate, even where I am the assistant director, I can tell you half of them are not even real farmers. They have no land. They have nothing to refer to. Like I'm telling you now, absent of government, we are marching forward. We have some implement on ground, which we are using for this cropping season. We have enough input for all farmers in Nigeria. We mobilize this with a partnership agreement from the manufacturers. This is what we are doing. So I believe in you, if the government can pay attention to us, we have already showcased enough things for them to know that we are on ground. So for us to launch and invite them, they know that an organization exists well. And if they encourage us and empower us and come to our support, I assure you, we are going to make it. And then we see the result.
Interesting submission there. You are, Dr. Joseph, you are actually saying that the credit, rather, the real farmers are not really being given due attention. That is in line with the IMF also submission that credit allocation doesn't really get to the real farmers. Now, a new government is coming in. You have identified problems. Now, let's look at solution. What do you want them to do? Like real farmers not getting access to credit. How can the real farmers be identified in our environment where, like you said, there are so many political farmers?
Very good. The easy way to identify real farmer is to come to us who have already gotten the structures right from federal, state, and local government. We are present in 774 with all our executive on ground. We have acquired a good number of land, up to 8.something million hectares all over the country by our structures. And if government can draw us into the policy formulation, we are also there in the policy implementation. We are also there in the policy execution. I assure the government that they are going to make it in such a way that many people will retire from civil servants to join us in the farming sector. Because that is where money is, in a real sense of things. You will get money in your pocket, you will eat well. So government should come to us and involve us deeply in the administration policy of the government. They should involve us.
Dr. Joseph Douglas, President, All Farmers Progressive Association, a passionate farmer you are. I must thank you for your submission on the program, and I hope that the incoming government will listen to you and, of course, take some of the points that you have raised to improve the life and livelihood of farmers in Nigeria. And, of course, that will also help to boost the food security in the country. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Daily this morning. Well, and with that is a wrap on Business Daily today. Join us again tomorrow for more. I am Yusuf Akogu.